Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I hope you're having a wonderful evening or afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. We're going to be doing some live art drawing today. And before I begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. And we're going to be doing basically 10 30-second gesture drawings and 10 2-minute gesture drawings. So we're just going to be increasing the time that we're going to be working on the drawing, and hopefully we'll get a little bit better each time. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin the drawing. Let's see here. I got to move some things around here. No. Don't want to do that. Okay. I'm trying to move my screen around so I can see if there's anyone chatting, but apparently I just can't do that at the moment because it's there we go. We'll do something like that. And so my screen is being shared. Yes, we're good. Check. And I got my layers here. Check. My camera is set to do recording. Check. And I am on the right area. Now let's begin. We're going to do 30 seconds, 10 of them. Begin. Now let's see. A lying down pose. Sorry. Yep. Just a nice little lying down pose. And we're just going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to be kind of focusing on like these, hey, how are you doing? These like contour lines today, and see if I can get more done. And apparently it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. I hope you're doing well. How is your day? How are you doing? Did you have breakfast? Nope. So I'm using a different brush or a different pencil today, and I want to see how I react to it. I want to know if this is going to be a good like strategy from now on. So I'm using a different like brush setting. So it's more like a pencil, right? And I don't think I'm getting nearly as done as I thought I would, but I do feel like I'm having better sight. So you're kind of, I'm sacrificing one over the other. I think maybe having it kind of like a pencil. Let's see here. Maybe I could speed up the process. I don't know. We'll see. And how's your day going so far? How's your Saturday, by the way? I hope it's going well. I almost didn't make it. It's okay. Okay. I've been pretty good. I've been jump roping. Doing a lot of jump roping. I don't know why. I've been doing it because I don't like jump rope. I don't like cardiovascular exercises. And I said to myself, why don't I just do this and see what happens? And so that's what I've been doing lately. Oh gosh, I didn't even get a head done in 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. This is not working out the way that I thought it would. I'm glad that you're doing well. Anything exciting happening in your life at the moment? Anything cool? Anything worth mentioning? This is not good. My gosh. One thing that's good about this slowing of pace is when I do my my drawing, my real like my 2-minute drawings, these are gonna kind of really fall into place. Uh-oh. No. So yeah, here we are, just doing some gesture drawings using what kind of pencil I'm using. I'm using like I'll show in a second. Once these 10-minute drawings are done, I will show it in a second. Okay, so now I'm feeling it a little bit. It's taken me 10 of them. It's taken 10 drawings to really kind of start. I'm starting to feel the I don't know, maybe I'm lying to myself. Maybe I'm lying to myself. Watch this, watch this. This is a rather static drawing anyways. All right. And here we go. I think what's good with these first with this 30-second drawing, these 30-second drawings is I'm um I'm kind of doing I think I'm doing pretty good with like the angles and sight. I'm not going overboard. Unfortunately, I'm not drawing quick enough. I know that. Um, but I'm not like overly drawing it as the way in the same way that I was drawing with the marker. So that's a good thing that I'm doing right now. It's just that I'm not able to finish the drawing in the time frame. And that happens. Well, that doesn't always happen. So I do feel like there was some success here. But before I begin a little bit more, I'm going to share what brush I'm using. What is it? It's called. It's under Photoshop brushes. It's called like you can download it under like dry media brushes if you have Photoshop, and it's called like Kyle's Ultimate Pencil. Apparently, Kyle has a lot of stuff, a lot of cool pencils here. So that's it for that. So now we're going to jump into doing 2-minute drawings. And I think these are going to be pretty good because even though I wasn't able to get my 30-second drawings in, my lines are really nice. They're I think they're really solid for these, drawings specifically, you know? So I think that's good. So we'll see what happens. We got to start ahead and we're going to move this stuff around. Let's see here. Move that. And here we go. I almost didn't. Today's been a weird day. Today has been a weird. This person has been a weird day, to be honest with you. I just been just out of sorts. You ever have those days where you're like, what you need to be doing, but you don't do it, right? So I've been having that day today, and it's just been weird, I haven't been able to just like get oriented for the day. I think I had a few things kind of throw me off, and you ever have those days where you're really just struggling to basically play catch up all day, and so that's what I feel like is happening today. Is I've been just playing catch up all day, and it's been really like tough. You know, I think I've talked about this all the time where you're just playing catch up, and so that's what's happening with me today. All right. So I think these are turning out pretty well. I'm getting some good mark making. I'm just taking too long. That's what I know. Yeah, the whole. So I'm just like struggling to. I'm just playing catch up all day. I I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it other than you just you're not. It's like you're motivated, but you're feeling lazy. But you're not necessarily lazy, and you're still getting some things done throughout the day, you know. But it's not like you've been really fast to get those things done. So like for me, I've been doing things, I've gotten things done, but it's been very, very like slow, stagnant, and I feel like it just what's happening here? No, it's just been like throwing me off. And what do you do when you get in those type of like positions, like those in that situation where you're you're just like lagging throughout the day? Do you do anything specific? How do you reset your day? Do you have any like suggestions that an average person could like implement, you know? Cuz I sometimes I'll like me being human, I'll be like, "You know what? Not going to happen. We're just going to call today a loss and we're just going to skip the day. Today's a skip day and we're going to skip it." And that's what happens often with me is not necessarily skip the day, but I'll definitely kind of shut off and shut down, you know? And yeah, so I'll definitely shut down, shut off, whatever. So what do you do when you get in those situations? Like what works for you? What have you found that works? You know? Sometimes I'll try just doing like chores or like just cleaning up a little bit at a time, then hope that cleaning up will that cleaning up will spur some sort of like subconscious activity, you know? I don't really have an answer. There's days that I'm really this things just like click, everything falls into place in simpatico, like it's perfect. And then there's other days you're just like, what's going on? I feel like I'm like lagging, not lagging, like I'm just everything's slow. Like I'm doing everything slow on purpose and so forth. So I don't know. I don't have a solution. I think everyone has certain ways of dealing with it. Um, I always felt that like just doing chores. Do you do laundry? You do laundry? Yeah. Um, there's never a lack of there's never like a lack of laundry in the house. That's another thing that people don't when you're an adult, like you don't really think about this when you're a kid, but you don't really think about this, but like, oh my gosh, you as an adult make a ton of laundry, a ton of clothes, especially if you're just like, you want to be just clean, you know? If you're just trying to be just on average just clean, just have clean clothes, it doesn't take long to fill up a hamper full of clothes. It's just weird how that is. I am taking my time on these. They're looking nice. I'm not gonna lie, they're looking really good, but I can't seem to make it go faster. So I think that's what the nice thing is that the nice thing that's happening is they're like developing out really nice. The only thing is my only pet peeve for me right now. Sorry, I drank a sip of coffee. That's how, and it's late. It's in the afternoon, so things are going wrong when you're sipping coffee in the afternoon. You're a little slow. You're a little tired. The only thing that's going wrong for me on these is I'm just really slow at them right now. I'm Yeah, I'm just moving really slow. They look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna brag a little bit and say that they're actually from a just aesthetic and technical standpoint, they're pretty solid structural drawings, or not structural, but like just sketches. At least I think they are. There's not the only problem is I'm just a little slow to the party. So you usually have a lot of laundry, huh? Yeah, I understand. I can relate to that type of like relate to it. It's just never ending. It just never ends. It's like, hey, we got more laundry. Like, no, I don't want any more. You just got all this laundry, and you're just you got all this laundry. So this person's kind of like leaning back. And then they have their hand kind of like that. And then the legs kind of doing something like this. So the one thing I'm doing differently than before is I'm really trying to slow down my marks and really trying to look. I think what's happened with my previous drawings is I've always been anxious and trying to rush the drawing. But now I don't know. I'm not anxious, but I'm definitely a little bit more calm. I'm more calm. I don't like this image. This one's like weird. But yeah, I've been kind of lax today, and I'm really happy that the only thing that's like the only saving grace that I have is the fact that I've set this habit of doing these live streams. I don't know what's happening here. I can't tell if this person it's a person kind of she's she is what is going on? I can't tell. I really can't tell, like, because this is her head. She's like and her legs going like this, and then her other legs kicked out this way, and then her head's like this. So she's tilted over, and her hair is doing this. I don't like these figures where you don't know what's happening because you can't really see around the figure. You can only see the angle that they give you, and so you're like, what is going on with this figure? You're like stuck having to guess what is actually happening in the confines of this drawing. Like you're having to guess, like, because this person has like literally her foot's doing like right here. There's like a bunch of furry things here. She's wearing like fur boots, but you can see her feet. And then right here, she's wearing like fur boots, but you can see her feet. And then she's not wearing any clothes everywhere else, but she's wearing like furry pants or fur pants. I don't know what they are, like shin guards or something. Anyways, I'm on to another drawing, so I can kind of go away from that one today. Um, been a day. I was gonna fast today. I was fasting all the way to about 2 o'clock. I wasn't going to eat anything all day, and then what happened was I looked for one. I looked at the fridge, but also I started realizing, like, I started like thinking to myself, man, I got all this leftover food, and no one eats leftover food but me. Who else is going to eat leftover food? I don't want it going bad. So I decided that I decided I'm going to eat whatever leftover food I have available to me. And so that's what I did, is I started eating my leftover food because I knew that no one else was going to. And so that was my excuse to break in my fast. If anything, I did like an intermittent fast where I didn't eat for like 14 hours. And so technically I kind of did a fast, but not at like a 24-hour fast. I did a short fast. So I need to get her arm in here. Hopefully I can get her arm in. This one's not too good. I couldn't tell where her arm was at. Yeah, you're probably right. But I like having food available just in case I don't want to cook. It's really nice to have that food available later on. You're like, "Oh, I don't need to cook or anything, just kind of throw something in there." So that's one nice thing about having just food not like freshly made, but just like available is that you don't have to you don't have to cook anything. It's just there. So this person's kind of like holding a ball in this area here. I'm doing it all wrong. The ball is more in the center, but I don't have enough time to fix that. And then she's like her other arm's kind of like tucked in right here, and then her she's kind of leaning in with her torso, and then her knees are right here. I really don't think I got the impression that she was leaning forward. I didn't capture that too well, obviously. Obviously, I didn't do that. It's okay though. It's just a 30 we're just doing 2-minute drawings or 2-minute long drawings, so if I don't get it done, that's really bad though. That's pretty bad. But it's okay. I do not for the life of me, I still just don't like doing these lying down poses. I just don't like doing them. I always get one or two in each one of these live streams, but I just never really enjoyed doing them. It's just never been like a point of interest for me. Um, so that's why I just don't like doing them. They're not fun. I don't know. Perhaps I think I'd enjoy doing them more if I had more than 2 minutes to kind of spend on it. And because for me, I think for this particular pose, I always feel like I need more time to really establish what's happening. Um, Definitely more time to really get these forms to feel like they're in the right spot. And so right now, this person's holding like a bunch of fabric here. You really can't see what's happening. You can only see part of her torso, like right here. Very thin girl, um, thin woman, you know. And yeah, so you can't see her. You can see her arm kind of come out right here a little bit. Her hands kind of she's kind of putting her hand right here. Her hair kind of do something like right here. This kind of stuff like that. And her shoulders like this, and then you get this right here. Another lying down pose. Oh my goodness. Yikes. This is rough. But I'm very appreciative of getting doing these live streams every day. Every day I do a live stream is kind of like a gift. It really is. It really is like a gift. Just to be able to just to manage it, just to be able to kind of just get it done and to get one just to have it started, just to do one is very that I'm actually feel like I'm getting worse as time goes by. Maybe it's just the lying down poses. That's gonna have to be one of those things where it's gonna take me a year to really get those down pat, and some research and practice. Probably some I need to do some. Yeah, this is not gonna turn out too well. it's going to take. Let's start somewhere else. Let's start at the torso and I kind of get an idea what's happening. So the torso is like a side profile, but the hips are kind of pivoted a little bit. And so you have this twisting effect, I guess, where the ribs kind of go like right here. I'm not going to get this one done. My hand's going a little numb at the moment. So I'm going to shake it out, and start on another one. Another reason why I don't like the lying down poses is because I have my camera or my drawing or situated so that it's in portrait mode, not in landscape mode. So it makes it hard for me to fit the figure in there, and so that's why I struggle on them. I got like 3 lying down poses all in one, and this one's a little dark. I really can't see what's happening. I can kind of see, but I can't see, if that makes any sense. Like I kind of think that her arms are kind of doing something like this here, but I can't see this area. Her torso is doing something like this. She's lying down, or she's on her elbows, and she's got her hips. She's pushing her hips this way, or not pushing her hips, but her legs are going at an angle like this way, and it's kind of mostly profile, so I really can't see a lot of the top. I can kind of see some of the top, so that's kind of like awkward. This whole area is kind of in shadow, so again, I don't have enough room to put this in here. Her head she's kind of pivoted her head downwards, so you really can't see her head. So her shoulder blade, I guess, and then right here, and so forth. Always just kind of like a difficult pose in general. All of these poses are not simple, and she's on like a cloth here. It's like some sort of cloth, and then right here it gets really confusing. So she has a lot of hair, and you don't really see her head. You just see like a mass of like hair, kind of just like doing hair things here. You're like, what is going on? So this is supposed to be like hair, right? And so forth. And then technically all of this is kind of like all of this is in shadow. I've extended the time a little bit. I'm gonna just do a little bit of like quick shadowing so everyone kind of get an idea what's happening here. So all of this is just in shadow because it's really, really dark. So all this is in shadow, and their hair is kind of right. So that's what's happening here. Is just all of it's kind of really dark here, and so forth. Kind of this whole area, kind of. Anyways, it was an okay drawing session. Not gonna lie, I think I kind of made some like headway, made some progress forward in where I'm going. Um, Still, there's still a lot that I could improve upon. Obviously, this whole area is kind of in shadow too. So I'm just playing around here. I'm only doing it because it's my last drawing, and I don't have more time. I just have some time to kind of fill with it. And I just want to kind of play around with it and see what happens. And as I said, this whole area is kind of like, this is like a white cloth here. And the whole background is, it's like darker. Right? But yeah, her hair, you don't really see anything. You don't see her head. You just see this, it's just a massive shadow and such. Right here, her shoulder. Kind of does something like right here, and then right here. It's kind of playing around here. Oops, brush is too small. Yep, just kind of fiddling around with it. Like that, just kind of see where it takes you. And yeah, kind of moving around, just adding shadow and such. Yeah, buddy. I have a little bit more free time. Actually, I don't. I should really probably stop real soon. But I'm having so much fun. I don't get to do this stuff. Anyway, so I think that's it. So if you ever see like a drawing that doesn't feel like it's finished, it's not because that's because I don't really have enough time. And I'm pretty good at when I have a substantial amount of time to work on something, I actually something happens. Like things start to click. Yeah, she's like sleeping or something. I don't know. So this is like the one of the popular poses for like female models, which is I find just not like this pose particularly of her like on her knees or anything, but like there's always a lying down pose uh, um, that is very popular for female models, and then male models, which is just as bad in my opinion, is they like to put the male models and pretend like they're a ball, and they make them into a ball. I'm like, this is really you're gonna make female models and the male models into a ball, and then female models like have them laying down. Um, yeah, so it's funny to me. Like I don't really enjoy doing the lying down poses because I don't have my paper set up that way, and the lying down poses generally take more time because there's not a lot of like variety in the angles. They're all pretty much the same with how they're set up. There's not a lot of variety in the angles. They're all kind of like and so forth. I can't tell if her hair's being anyway. It's kind of and that's it. P21. It is day 37. So that's all I want to do today. And yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, it's not like a masterpiece, but it's a good little study. This is what the reason why I'm pretty decent at this is because it's kind of like a pencil, and I understand pencils, or understand how to use just kind of shade with pencils. So whenever I have a little bit more time in it, I can actually kind of make a pretty decent drawing with it. But the other like brush tool that I was using is kind of like a marker, but only it's like a weird marker, and I'm not really familiar with weird markers. So That's it for the day. I hope you had a wonderful live stream experience. Hope you enjoyed my banter and enjoyed the show, and hopefully you learned a little bit. Thank you so much for dropping by. I totally appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have. I know you will have a wonderful day. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share to other friends and family that you feel might be interested in this type of content. Thank you so much. Cheers. You too. You enjoy your weekend. Thank you. I will talk to you again. We'll talk about I don't know. We'll talk about favorite foods and such. Anyways, take care. Bye.